a Dodge Neon SRT-4. Why? Why did I buy this 2003 Dodge Neon with an 05 engine and trans that doesn't drive? Why would I make such a stupid decision? Well, I bought it for a couple reasons. One, I've always liked these cars. When I was in high school and they first came out, I always loved them. They were, in my opinion, underrated in many ways from the factory. They're not the prettiest looking car, but performance-wise, they did pretty well, and I just really liked the car for some reason. So I've wanted to get one for a little while. I've been searching for one for sale. A lot of them are in really crappy condition. Not saying that this one's in great condition, but a lot of them are in crappy condition and people want too much money, at least as far as I'm concerned. So yes, like I said, this one does not currently drive. It runs, and runs pretty well actually. But I was able to get this for a complete steal, pretty much next to nothing. And honestly, other than the black tops, the hood, roof, and trunk back there, the outside is in pretty decent shape. The paint will come up nice. It looks like it was repainted at some point. And then I will probably wrap the hood, roof, and trunk in gloss black vinyl. It was kind of like a look for these things, I guess, back in the day, doing the tops and front all black, and I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm not gonna spend the money to paint it back to silver. So I did say that I bought this car non-driving, but I think I may have fixed that yesterday. So in a few minutes after I go over the car, we're gonna go and take this thing for a drive and see if we may have fixed this thing for, honestly, nothing. All right, so you have your typical basic Neon interior, nothing fancy, as many of you know. The seats are actually quite comfortable and quite supportive. Got some damage on the driver's side as usual. The steering wheel is all chewed up, don't know if you can see that. But one thing that's kind of hard to find now is the dashes that are not cracked. This one's all in one piece. And other than a few imperfections and some missing trim pieces there, the interior on this thing's in pretty decent shape. And then not that anybody really cares about the back seat, but there it is. Everything is in pretty good shape. Just needs a good clean and detail. But honestly, for a clean title, no accident car, I got this thing for a steal. I got it for less than $5,000. And I also wanted to just put it on the channel, see what you guys think, if it's something you want to see more of. I'm gonna fix it, drive it around a little bit, and then may keep it or get rid of it. I mean, how can you not like the front end of this thing? Big front mount intercooler, hood scoop, it just looks mean. All right, so we got a look in the engine bay here. Nothing crazy, a few aftermarket bits, stock turbo, kind of a poor attempt at an intake there. You got an oil catch can, MSD ignition, which I can't stand, so I've already ordered a replacement for that. Haven't had good luck with MSD parts in the past. Got an HKS blow-off valve tucked in there. And as you can see here, between the HIDs and whatever wiring is going on in here, it's not the best setup, so definitely have to go through all this wiring, see where it goes, if it's needed, and at least clean it up a little bit. Like I said, this is supposed to be an 05 engine and transmission. Haven't verified it yet. We're gonna go test it out in a little bit, because if you don't know, the 04 and 05 transmissions had LSD, the 03 did not. And some of you may be thinking, why did you buy this car with a different engine transmission? You were just complaining about the Corvette and the fact that it has a remanufactured engine and all these problems. Well, that's true, but with this car, I went into it knowing about it, knowing that I had a swapped engine and transmission. I paid a whole lot less than I did for the Corvette. So it's really just a different scenario. Again, if I go into something knowing what's going on, I'm fine with it and I'll pay pay whatever price it's worth in my opinion. So this is definitely a different situation than that. So the reason why this thing wasn't driving or isn't driving, it's an issue with the clutch system. I think it's hydraulic related, and I actually pulled out the slave cylinder, which is tucked down in here. That seemed to be stuck all the way out, so the clutch fork wasn't able to release completely and engage it into gear. And then on the inside, the clutch pedal itself was adjusted way too far to the floor, so when you put your foot down to change gears, it wasn't fully disengaged in the clutch. So I got the slave cylinder freed up. I'm probably gonna put a new one in just because, but for the time being, that's been freed up. The clutch pedal's been adjusted, and just a little back and forth yesterday in the shop, it was starting to grab, right as I released my foot off the floor. So I'm gonna move some cars around so I can get this thing out. We're gonna get it fired up and take it for a drive and see if I may have fixed it, again, for nothing. All right, we're in the SRT. Let's see if it'll drive and make it down the road and back. Well, the clutch is engaging so far. Before, you could bring it up all the way off the floor and it would barely grab, it would just slightly roll. But Feels like we're getting a decent bite right now. Let's see what happens when I fully let off the clutch pedal. We're driving. All right, so we're gonna go down the street a little bit and see how it continues to drive. Right now it's shifting good, driving good, so I really can't believe I'm driving this car that 2 days ago I had to winch up onto my trailer. Wow, the turning radius sucks on this little car. Trying to turn around is tough. I mean, this is pretty good. I'm driving this thing down the road. I can't believe that I may have fixed this thing for $0. This thing sounds so good. Alright guys, there you have it, the newest car in the collection, at least for now. I can't believe that this thing runs and drives for the price that I paid for it. Again, I fixed it for, right now, literally $0. I just made some adjustments, rebled the clutch system, and it drives very well. Because that slave seemed to have been sticking, I'll probably spend $30, $40 and put one in, and then just spend some time cleaning it up a bit, doing some maintenance and some other things here and there to make it look a little nicer, and then have some fun with it and then see where it takes us. Please let me know if you're interested in seeing more content of this car. If not, that's fine, you won't hurt my feelings, but you know, making the videos and editing them and stuff takes quite a bit of time. So if it's not something you're interested in, I might just keep this to myself unless I'm doing something big to it. But definitely drop a comment, let me know if you want to see more of this car or not. It's actually my first turbo car. I know that's crazy to say, I've been doing this for 15 years at least, and it's my first turbo car that I've had. So thanks for checking out the video. Let me know what you think. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you'd like to see more of this car. I do appreciate all the support on the channel, all the subscribers out there and people that have been with me for the many years that I've been making these videos. And I'm just trying to add some diversity to the channel. I've kind of been on a little bit of a domestic kick right now. I'm really still an import guy at heart, but I love all cars. I have a whole list of cars that I want to own one day, so just kind of checking the boxes, going down the list, and seeing what I can get. So thanks for all the support. Thanks for checking this video. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and I will see you next time.